Hello, it's IELTS with me tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to write a Band 9 essay for your IELTS writing task 2 question. In this specific module, we'll focus on a question which is ideas type question, and we will analyze student plans and examiners comment, as well as step-by-step explanation. Let's get started. Our question here is: many people today are worried about the large quantities of waste produced by ordinary households. What problems are caused by household waste, and what solutions may be possible in both the short and long term? Okay, pay attention that we are talking. The question is about just household, not industrial waste, and we have to provide answers for solution, right, which is about short and long term. Okay, how should we plan, right? This question is actually ideas type task. Why? Because it's nothing that something is good, something is bad. Actually, it it wants from us to provide some ideas about what are the causes of this problem, and what would be the solutions. Okay, we have to propose some ideas for this topic. We should introduce the topic and describe 2 or 3 problems, and then 2 or 3 solutions, and at the end summarize it. Remember that task asks for both the short and the long term. A long-term solution, these are keys for us, so you must mention both of this, otherwise you will lose your mark. Also, the topic is only about household, I mean domestic waste, not industrial waste. And remember that to check these small points in the instructions, in the questions, because in the exam it can be easy to miss them. Okay, and about our students plan, how we should do essay planning. Okay, and please remember that to check our previous videos regarding essay planning, and what strategies should we have about planning our essay. Okay, as we said, this is ideas type task over problem and solutions. In introduction, we should say something about background, which is an increasing problem about domestic waste. Our main body part 1 can, which is about problems. Problem number 1 can be processing and disposal, for example, landfill and recycling. Problem number 2 can be cost of recycling or safe disposal as pretty high. For example, about taxes. And the second main body paragraph, which is about solutions, we have to talk about short-term and long-term solutions. Short term can be more funds for recycling, increased use of recycled material. Long term can be more education, incentives, penalties to change behaviors, right? And our summary, in the summary, we should mention that problems are environmental and cost, and solutions can be short and long terms, right? Okay. Let's start our essay. Here we see a band 9 model essay, and let's get started here. It is inevitable that modern households will produce some waste. However, the increasing volumes of refuse over recently present a challenge for all of us. There seem to be two main problems stemming from this situation, and also two steps we could take to address it fully. Pay attention to the usage of impersonal style problems, right? And two step we could take stemming from this situation, originate from this situation. Yeah, our body part one possible. The major problem is pay attention that we are using tentative language because we are not sure that this problem is 100% true. Possible the major problem is the huge question of the huge issue of the huge problem of how to collect, process, and dispose of this material. Household waste comprises elements ranging from blah 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 to blah blah blah, ranging from stuffed foods to metal, paper, and plastics. And local authorities sometimes struggle to handle such a diverse mix of material. The historical solution has been incineration or landfill. However, the problems of the issues of pollution and long-term ground contamination which arise have resulted in widespread efforts to recycle at least some of the waste. This resulted and to the second concern. Pay attention to the usage of academic English phrases, which is the high cost of disposing of refuse in an ecologically sound manner. I mean healthy method. We would also wish as much as possible of our rubbish to be recycled, waste rubbish to be recycled. For instance, by paper pulping or reusing plastics. Reusing, however, but the expense involved must be met by higher taxes and charges for household, okay? Second body paragraph regarding possible solutions. Possible solution. Again, we are using tentative language. Probably the most immediate means short, right? In a pretty short amount of time. The most immediate short-term solution would be to divert far more government funds into waste processing and recycling facilities at the local level. This would reduce the environmental impact of the waste by what? By reducing pollution. Additionally, lower our demand for raw material as more recycled products would consequently be produced. A further longer-term solution might be, again, pay attention to the usage of academic phrases and pay attention to the at question we have to provide answer solution to the long term, okay? A further longer-term solution might be to raise the level of public understanding for the need to consume less material in households. We have to raise the knowledge awareness of the public need to consume less material in households, especially in terms of packaging and wasted food. a campaign of education along these lines would gradually decrease the volume of waste, specifically if reinforced by incentives for consuming less and penalties for excessive waste, as we see being trialed in the UK at present. This is a very great way of actually presenting the example. This is common. This is actually conducted in the UK, and we are saying that as we see being trialed in the UK at present. Okay. And how should we our summary, our last part? In summary, to sum up, to recapitulate, all in all, the main issues are both environmental and financial. The possible solutions, the possible steps, the possible answers involve more immediate investment in facilities, infrastructures, and also encouraging long-term changes in household behavior. Okay, that's great. Okay, and pay attention just here that this is a little bit long, a long essay. Okay, but this kind of essay, I mean here, this deserve a great mark. Okay, let's take a look at the examiner's note. Again, this is a logical and well organized band 9 essay with the usage of academic phrases and especially very effective band 9 vocabularies. Okay, and the candidate expresses him or herself with different phrases ranging from blah blah to this, right? And the usage of signposting language was great. This leads us to blah blah regarding possible and etc. And again, about solution paragraph, the candidate expresses him or herself with excessive technical detail and uses tentative language. Please pay attention to our take a look at to our previous videos regarding the problem and solution type task, and as well as problem videos about tentative usage of tentative phrases. Okay, to show that the candidate is discussing possible remedies rather than possible solutions, rather than presenting a complete solution. Okay, yeah, about again, candidate uses academic English such as stemming from, originate from, comprises, including, divert funds, reinforced by incentives. This is great collocation, and topic-specific languages such as incineration, ecologically sound manner, paper pulping, environmental impact, great collocation. Okay, yeah, and at the end, as I mentioned here, the summary was brief, but it covers the main ideas pretty well. And the word counts, actually, most of the examiners don't want this amount, but with this amount of words, essay would be much longer. But the candidate was able to express him or herself pretty well and deserve a band 9 score. Okay, yeah. I hope that you really enjoyed this lesson till now. Thank you for watching our videos, and please be sure to click the subscribe button, ring the bell, and turn on notification so you will be alerted for our future